مشاهدينا في كل مكان، اهلا ومرحبا بكم. احنا معاكم اليوم داخل سفارة البوسنة والهرسك. لقاءنا اليوم مع سعادة السفير ثابت سوباشيتش، سفير دولة البوسنة والهرسك لدى جمهورية مصر العربية. في لقاء اليوم هنتحدث مع سعادة السفير عن ابرز محطاته الدبلوماسية، وايضا هنتحدث عن الشعب وايضا عاداته وتقاليده. لو عايزين تعرفوا اكتر تابعونا وهذا اللقاء. مشاهدينا في كل مكان، اهلا بيكم. احنا معاكم النهارده في ضيافه سعاده السفير ثابت سوباشيتش، سفير دوله البوسنه والهرسك لدى جمهوريه مصر العربيه. Your Excellency, please allow me to thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I want to tell you that's excellent pronunciation. Congratulations.
Thank you, that's my pleasure. Your Excellency, normally we start by asking about your diplomatic stations before coming here to Egypt. So what can you tell us?
I can tell a lot of things. I'm an old man and a lot of experience in diplomacy and in life. A long time ago, it was war in Bosnia. I started my diplomatic career, and I was part of the team of the people who actually created that diplomatic network of Bosnia and Herzegovina at that time. My first foreign destination was Australia. A long time ago, I was Minister Consul in Australia. After Australia, I spent some time in Turkey. Then I spent actually 4 years in Turkey. Then I moved to India. I was ambassador in India. Then after India, I spent also some time in China, and now I'm here. In the meantime, in Bosnia, I was head of different departments in Bosnia during my stay in Bosnia.
So this is the first time in the Middle East?
This is the first time for me to serve in Middle East, but I used to come to Egypt a long time ago. It was probably in '97. I was here. I was here probably 1 month, and I want to tell you that I'm impressed about development of Egypt. At that time, it was totally different. Probably you people from Egypt, cannot see those kind of developments, but I'm impressed about different traffic here, new buildings, new housing, fantastic shopping malls, and totally different way of life.
Your Excellency, now we would like to know more about the location of Bosnia on the map. So what can you tell us about the geographic nature of the country?
May I tell you something? When I was in India, I used to have opportunity to give different speeches and promotion of Bosnia and Herzegovina. I remember I was invited to some university or some high school in some place in India to talk about Bosnia and to give different kinds of presentations. It was a huge event, probably 10,000 students. And I told them in the introduction of my speech, Bosnia and Herzegovina is a beautiful country, it's in South America. And I repeated that once or twice, and just one boy from the back said, "Oh no, it's not in Latin America. It's in Europe." So usually people very often don't know much about geography and about location of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Actually, we are in Europe. Bosnia and Herzegovina, we are in Europe. We are in the center of Europe, almost center, or this region in Europe we call Southeastern Europe. It's called also Balkans area, Balkans Peninsula, and that's the location of Bosnia and Herzegovina.
And about the geographic nature of the country, I mean, what distinguishes the country? The mineral resources, let's say,
so we have
climate.
Let me tell you something about that. This year we had very hot weather, like in Egypt. It was probably 2-3 months more than 40 degrees, which is a surprise for me. Actually, Bosnia and Herzegovina is a country of two parts, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia is more continental climate to the north, and Herzegovina is more Mediterranean climate, warmer, without snow. In Bosnia we have snow, a lot of snow sometimes. And I want to remind you, for example, that we were organizer of Olympic Games Bosnia and Herzegovina was organizing Olympic Games in 1984. The best organized Olympic Games in Winter Olympic Games in probably in history. Yeah. So I want to say that we have a lot of snow. It was sometimes minus 10, 15, but summers are getting very hot, very hot. So that's about Bosnia. And Herzegovina is more Mediterranean, like in your north coast.
The most important industries in Bosnia and Herzegovina, in what field? And is agriculture field an important field and play a big role in the country economy?
Yeah, of course, agriculture is important, but we don't have that intensive agriculture because of structure of our land. We have tradition in industry, different metal industries, different kind of automotive industries. We were part of, just I want to remind you, we were part of former Yugoslavia. We were central part of former Yugoslavia. Former Yugoslavia was generally, at that time, successful country with a lot of industry. And, we are like heart of former Yugoslavia with many different kinds of industry concentrated in Bosnia. We used to have very good relations from that period from Egypt. Some of our companies at that time were very, very present in Egypt.
Does the country contains any mineral resources?
Yeah, we have different kinds. It's not huge quantity, but we have a variety of mineral resources. By the way, coal is one of the resources that we have big quantity. And now, but in Europe we have now tendency to replace coal in industry with some other because of environmental protection, and so. But there are also we are rich in many different kind of bauxite. For example, we are very good in bauxite and many other minerals.
Your Excellency, it's well known that handicrafts and traditional arts, they both put the stamp of the history of any country. So what can you describe, or how can you describe the main or most important handicrafts that distinguish Bosnia and Herzegovina and the people?
Let me tell you something. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a mixture of different ethnic groups, and like you here, and a mixture of different religions. And we have the excellent composition of different kinds of cultures and folklores and handicrafts. So in that part or southern part of Herzegovina, we have different handicrafts. In the northern part, we produce traditionally very good hugs, very rugs, pardon. We can produce many other things. So when you come to the traditionally old part of Sarajevo called Baščaršija, you can find many shops showing those kind of traditional, clothes and many other things that souvenirs from the history. Just to remind you that Bosnia and Herzegovina is old country. We have 1,000 years of our statehood. Wow. 1,000 years, I said. So this is a country with big history, big culture. We are proud of the fact that we have mixture of population, mixture of people, mixture of tradition, and that's way of our life.
سياحة البوسنة. في قلب البلقان توجد جوهرة سياحية تستحق الزيارة، إنها البوسنة والهرسك. تتميز بغاباتها الخلابة وجبالها الشاهقة وأنهارها الزاخرة بالأسماك، مع مجموعة من الشلالات البديعة. طبيعة البوسنة والهرسك ستترك عندك ذكريات جميلة لا تنسى. أولاً، أجمل الوجهات السياحية. 1. ساراييفو. تعد ساراييفو عاصمة البوسنة والهرسك، وتشتهر بجمال طبيعتها الخلابة وتنوع الأنشطة السياحية التي يمكن القيام بها هناك. تعد قلعة ساراييفو التاريخية وسط المدينة واحدة من أشهر الأماكن السياحية فيها، حيث يمكن الاستمتاع بالمناظر البانورامية الخلابة والتعرف على تاريخ المدينة. ويمكن أيضاً زيارة حديقة تريبينيا والاستمتاع بالمناظر الطبيعية الخلابة والتنزه في المسارات المخصصة للمشي وركوب الدراجات. ولا تنسى تجربة ركوب تليفريك سراييفو، فهو من أمتع الأنشطة السياحية، حيث يأخذك في رحلة مليئة بالمتعة والإثارة وسط طبيعة البوسنة الساحرة.
Your Excellency, we would like to talk now about the traditions and customs of the people, the citizens. Can you take us in let's say a historical talking about what really makes it very special in the life of the Bosnian and Herzegovina people? What kind of tradition that you have it through the years, the whole years? And you are...
I want to remind you something that's for me very important. According to I think some information from World Tourism Organization, Bosnia and Herzegovina is considered the country among the countries with famous hospitality, the best in hospitality in the world. And we are proud of that. So when some people from foreign countries come to Bosnia, they enjoy the hospitality. People are ready to accept. We have many tourists, and the tourism is growing, and we are proud that we like people. We like people to come, and you can have that kind of feeling everywhere. When you go wherever you go to Bosnia, you will feel that. About customs, about tradition, I mean. Actually, we have three main ethnic groups in Bosnia. Each of them, they have some specificity, but also there are a lot of things in common. Okay. So when you go to some part of Bosnia, for example, the northern part of Bosnia, you can feel something different than in southern part of Bosnia. In central part of Bosnia is also something very specific. A lot of things are connected about customs are connected to our religions. We have three main religions in Bosnia, and there are a lot of things, a lot of tradition about different kind of celebrations of different events that you did. So all year is to large extent something about also celebrating some religious events. For example, when you come to Sarajevo, capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina, you can feel, you can see unbelievable celebration of Ramadan. I have visited many places around the world, unbelievable places, but believe me, the best place for Ramadan is Sarajevo. Very specific, very nice, very elegant, and people really enjoy.
Your Excellency, in the middle of talking about the traditions of the people, you mentioned twice that you took the talk twice into the field of the tourism sector. That makes me anxious to know what is the most historical places for any tourism to go and see in your country that you think it's a distinguished building or a distinguished area or distinguished field, whether it's in architecture or in the people themselves or in mosques or whatever. So
everything. In Bosnia, everything is fantastic, beautiful, very beautiful. If you have time, I wanted to tell you one story, very short story, if you don't mind. When I was ambassador in India, I managed to invite and take their minister of railway to come to Bosnia. And that minister came with his wife to Bosnia, and he spent 6 days. The reason why he decided to come to Bosnia and spend 6 days is to see around. And when he came back from Bosnia to India, he invited me to his office, which is normal. And he decided to introduce me to 30 ministers of railway of India states. In India there are 30 states, and each of them they have minister of railway. He said something like this: dear friends, I visited recently Bosnia and Herzegovina. Before that I visited more than 100 countries all over the world. I have never seen country like Bosnia and Herzegovina. And for my wife, it's even more. She's happy to immediately to leave India to come to Bosnia and Herzegovina for living. So that's about tourism. But I want to remind you also very important thing that we are doing now in the embassy. That's a challenge for us. We want to have much more tourism traffic between Egypt and Bosnia, and we are doing that. Actually, we have many people coming to Hurghada from Bosnia and to Sharm el-Sheikh and those kind of places. But from opposite side, we don't have many people coming from Egypt to Bosnia. And we are just now in the process of promoting different kind of projects to improve that inbound tourism to Bosnia from Egypt. Now we are organizing some farm trip. We invited some of the most prominent tour operators from Egypt, and next month we are going together to Bosnia. They will have opportunity to see many places in Bosnia, very attractive places. And seriously, it's very difficult to say this is good or in Bosnia everything is okay. You have nice cities, nice tradition, excellent cuisine, very popular cuisine, typical Bosnia, because we have a mixture of Eastern, Oriental, and the Western cuisine.
I think also this is a big point, and for the tourism to have more variety for all the people who comes and all nationalities to find whatever they like.
Yeah, I mean they can see. I mean, people are delighted about food in Bosnia. We have very, very specific food, interesting, and that's a combination of the West and the East. Wonderful food. So there are many cities, very many old cities, old architecture. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a country of rivers. In my country, we have some people say 1,000 rivers, not big like Nile, but we have many small rivers, streams, very often clean. You can drink water from rivers. And we have 70% of Bosnia and Herzegovina is covered by forests, beautiful forests, mountains, forests. We have also some part of peace of Adriatic Sea, not big one, but we have some sea. So there are a lot of things. I mean, it's very, very difficult to say to extract something very specific that is dominant in our tourism potential. And tourism is growing hugely in Bosnia. Hugely it's growing. And every year we have probably 25% more tourists coming to Bosnia. Now we are in serious process. Recently I visited the new minister of tourism of Egypt. And we also projected him to come to Bosnia in coming period. Hopefully we will be in position to come to that point very soon. So a lot of things in tourism are taking place, and we consider tourism as probably the best way to make people, connected. And we want to be as much as possible connected with the Egyptian people.
And that's right. And of course, we'll talk about the cooperation between Bosnia and Herzegovina and Egypt in the field of tourism. But please allow me to have this in another episode to talk about the whole history of relations between the two countries. Now, for one more question for Your Excellency, please, I would like to know more about the role of women in Bosnia and Herzegovina. How did they achieve it, and what did they achieve until now?
Yeah. So, talking about women in Bosnia and Herzegovina, women are presented in public regularly without any problem, without any restrictions. Women are part of our governmental structures. At the moment, for example, our Prime Minister is lady. And there are many also minister of tourism. My friend in one part of Bosnia and Herzegovina is also a lady. So I don't think actually any differences between men and the women in position in the society. We don't have a problem like that, and the women are very, very present in different kind of public life. There are many professors. Women in Bosnia and Herzegovina, athletes, ministers, cultural, people from culture and filmmakers. By the way, we have very developed and famous film industry in Bosnia and Herzegovina. But most of the people who create those fantastic movies are ladies. So. Regarding that matter, I want to say that we have absolutely positive situation about equal position between men and the women in Bosnia.
That's great.
2. مستار. تقع مدينة مستار في قلب البوسنة والهرسك، وتشتهر بجسرها الشهير المعروف باسم جسر مستار. يعتبر هذا الجسر واحدا من أشهر المعالم السياحية في المدينة، وتتميز بجمال طبيعتها الخلابة وأنهارها الجارية بين الجبال الخضراء. يمكن الاستمتاع بالمشي في الطبيعة الخلابة، كما يمكن الاستمتاع بركوب الزوارق النهرية. بجانب ذلك يمكن زيارة المتاحف والأماكن التاريخية في المدينة والتعرف على تاريخ المدينة. 3. ترافنيك. ترافنيك هي مدينة جميلة تقع في جنوب البوسنة والهرسك، وتتميز بجمال طبيعتها الساحرة. تشتهر المدينة بموقعها الاستراتيجي على طريق الحرير القديم، وتضم العديد من المعالم السياحية الشهيرة، بينها قلعة ترافنيك الرائعة، والتي تعتبر واحدة من أشهر المعالم التاريخية. يمكن الاستمتاع بالتنزه في الطبيعة الخلابة التي تحيط بالمدينة، كما يمكن زيارة متحف ترافنيك الذي يحتوي على مجموعة رائعة من التحف الفنية والمعروضات التاريخية. بالإضافة إلى ذلك يمكن الاستمتاع بالمأكولات المحلية اللذيذة في المطاعم والمقاهي التي تحتوي على أجواء رائعة، والتسوق في الأسواق المحلية التي تبيع الحرف اليدوية والمنتجات الشعبية.
Thank you so much again for having us today, and we would like to have another meeting for Excellency to talk about the relation between Egypt and the relations between Egypt and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
مدينة في كل مكان. كده انتهى لقائنا مع سعادة السفير ثابت سوباشيتش، سفير دولة البوسنة والهرسك لدى جمهورية مصر العربية. تحدثنا مع سعادة السفير عن المحطات الدبلوماسية الخاصة بسعادته قبل المجيء إلى مصر، وأيضا تحدثنا عن الطبيعة الجغرافية والشعب، وأيضا أبرز الموارد الطبيعية لهذه الدولة. شكرا جدا لحسن متابعتكم، وإلى لقاء آخر. أترككم في رعاية الله.